Hello friends, welcome back to my financial predictions for May. Today is the 29th and this is going to be the last session of the month. So like I told you in my last video, if you want suggestions as to which stocks or forex or indicators you want me to cover for the next month, all you have to do is write down in the comments what you want to see. The ones that are the most popular, I will be picking those. So you still have time. I will make the new and next video on Monday, so you still have plenty of time to choose. But yeah, make sure only to choose traditional finance, okay? Not cryptocurrencies, because I have a separate channel for that. You can see it in the links of the main channel, and you can follow my crypto predictions there as well. So I was really expecting this to be, since it's the last week, I was expecting this to be the worst performing week for Tesla. And so far it's looking like it's the complete opposite. It was such a massive surprise. For starters, I was expecting an either volatile crash or a definite correction for the 27. We really did not see any of that. We see basically a green day, full on green day. Okay, so we try to measure this from the start to the finish. We're talking about almost 4%, which is actually nice. Very, very good. The next day, 28, was a complete range. That's exactly what I told you it will happen. I told you that chill day will be the 28 because it's fully on yellow. There's no green or red energies sharing that day. So it's a complete flat day, very little change, very, very little. And the 29, you can see, I don't know how to define this day because technically the position opens higher than it closes to the yesterday. But the overall performance for that day was a correction, kind of a small correction, kind of in range almost. But you see, it's looking like this week is going to be way better than I expected. Okay, I was originally saying this will be the worst week. Tesla is having such a massive surprise. This really is incredibly unexpected because in all of my experience doing this, and even people who are traders with even more years of experience than me, you guys know that the last days and usually the last weeks are usually the worst. Okay, so because that's where we see, or that's where we tend to see the strongest corrections. It's not always the case, but sometimes it does happen. And it's actually in most cases, in my opinion. So yeah, incredible performance for Tesla for May. Very, very good. It's actually the week where we reach a new high compared to the other ones. And it's still very far from the levels that we saw in December and before the February crash, but still it's getting us somewhere at the very least. So tomorrow is going to be the 30. I believe that day will either be a strong correction, a very volatile day. That's all I can say, because technically there's a green circle and a red circle sharing that single day. That always means volatility. And if I were to say, I do lean towards seeing a correction tomorrow because it's going to be Friday. It's going to be the last day of the week, of the market week for Tesla. And it's going to be basically a day where I believe it's inevitable to see a correction. It has to happen. It could be very volatile. So if it is, we can see the price go down at the lowest level. I really don't see going beyond this, which will take around 7%. So the lowest level, the worst possible scenario, could be basically returning to the levels that we saw on the 21 of May. Okay, 21, 23 maybe. But yeah, that's something more realistic. A 4% loss at the most, I believe. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for Tesla. Again, if you want me to pick more stocks, all you have to do is write down in the comments. Someone already suggested the SP500, so that's probably be one of the predictions that I'm going to cover for the next month. So if you want to see more, all you have to do is write down in the comments your suggestions. So let's go to the The forex pair. Remember, we're covering the Chinese yuan. Very, very crazy looking chart. Very strange looking chart. And we see basically it's kind of difficult to read sometimes these kind of charts because, for example, if we try to measure from the last days that I covered in my last video, which were around the 27, 26, I believe, somewhere like this, we saw the crash that I predicted on the 23rd of May, very big crash, a strong recovery the days after, especially 25, 26 also. 27 technically also a recovery, assuming this is where the price begins, because again, this is a very, very strange looking chart. So we're talking 10% pump, very, very small pump. From the 28 crashes, kind of goes back to the almost starting position, then suddenly a jump to only see a massive crash. So it's going to be a very difficult day to actually define. I don't really know what happened. All I can say is that we saw extreme levels of volatility. That's exactly what I told you it could happen. Okay, the day was in a yellow circle. Yellow always means volatility or range. You can see many of these were actual ranges, and then completely unexpected volatility. So yeah, it's I really don't know what to say. All I know, it was going to be a volatile and possibly range day, a mix of both, and that's exactly what we got. Now 29, you can see this is basically the starting position, the close or the current position right now. So we're talking 20% loss, and basically a correction. The 30 possibly going to be another correction. So we'll have to see. These animals are getting uppity, so I'll have to see what this all stuff is about. But yeah, have a nice day, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.